Hey everyone. So we are running a bit late, obviously. We have a bunch of deals to look at today. How does the stream look? Because it says my resolution is not optimal, but I think I rescaled my Studio One window, maybe? Not sure. But we will get started in full very shortly. Alright, so the email went out, so we're going to get started as soon as a few more people show up. We're going to start looking at Drum Fury, because that's the last video I did that last night, so we have a good track to look at for that. We have the Karani Sounds bundle. Omni Drums. Instacord. Trying to find my there we go. Instacord, Abstract Mallets. I'm gonna look. I have Abstract Mallets and Drum Fury 2 are probably the first two I'm going to look at because I have those tracks kind of ready. I made them yesterday or last night. Vocal Atmospheres bundle, I have that to look at. Instacord, Omni Drums. I might still have this on my hard drive, the extended guitar bundle. Oops. How is everyone doing today on this Friday? Instacord is a plugin that shows you chords and chord voicings and stuff. It doesn't make any sound. You connect it to a MIDI plugin or, excuse me, a VST plugin that you already have. You load them both up and then you use the output signal of your instrument and feed it to Instacord. And it will show you chord voicings, it will show you names of chords, it will show you chord progressions if you get like stuck on writing a song. It's not, I have Scaler, they also have Insta-Scale, so the Insta-Scale is like Scaler, but Insta-Chord is only for, well, meant for chords, but of course, if you look at the notes in a chord, that will also tell you a scale, so. So right now we have Drum Fury open. Did anyone get a chance to check this out on the deal video I posted last night, I think? Does the stream look okay? Because it keeps telling me some of them about my video resolution, which I can't change because I'm already in the middle of streaming anyway. It's kind of weird. Today we're going to look at starting with Drum Fury. We can look at and probably next the Abstract Mallets. We'll go over those tracks, but go more in depth, look at the sounds. and kind of how to manipulate sounds within those libraries. Vocal Atmospheres bundle, we can look at that. We can check out Instachord, Omni Drums. We have a couple different, or not a couple, like 6, 7 different deals, so we have a lot to look at. So I'm reading that this says the image is blurry. I'm trying to look. I can't change the properties now because it's already in the middle of streaming. It's kind of annoying. Oh well. So let's check out the Drum Fury stuff. I think I've got a drink delivery here. One moment. I've got a drink delivery and some audio plug-in pooches here. You're good. Yeah. Thank you. Alright guys, so let's check out Drum Fury. This is a demo track using all the different instruments from it. Let's just listen to it and then we'll go in and look at the instruments. So what I did with that was really try to like show the different varieties of Drum Fury 2. So if you guys are familiar with Drum Fury 1, it has kind of more, you know, traditional epic taikos and stuff like that. This one has, you know, a unique, these synth kits at the end, which I really liked. But it also has that kind of full drum kit. You know, like a rock drum kit, a standard kick, snare, crash, and everything like that. Check the levels on that. Yeah, so the first one was just like this standard drum kit dry, and you can apply this energizer to it, and it kind of takes it over the top. So it you know, like compresses it, and you can hear kind of slight saturation. And then the polisher, just what it describes, it kind of like gives it a more polished sound. It has a little bit of shimmer to it. And then down here's the compression, EQ, and 2 filters, low cut and high cut filters. You can also like hit reverse. So let's say it'll apply this to the last sample that I played. So I played that snare, I hit reverse. You can drag this to adjust the start time, and now it'll have and you can see the wave file here is changing because of the multiple round robins of the drum kit. You know, it's slightly different, so you don't get the same sample over and over and get that machine gun effect when you play multiple notes at once. So since this right here was set to global mode, now it's not. So you notice that the reverse function was applying to everything. Now, since I turned global mode off, it just applies to that snare. So that's a cool thing you can do with that reverse function. And then the stretch function is also new, I think, where we can... Okay, I'm reading the comments. Yes, this is full version 5.8.1 or higher. You don't need 6. So the stretch function here is something that, again, it applies to the last sample that you played. So for instance, the snare, we hit the stretch. We now can pitch that or stretch it across the keys and do, you know, some more unique sound design stuff with it. So let's say you want to reverse. Obviously, it's going to get shorter when you stretch it, so it's not a actual pitched instrument, but it's a nice function there. I used it with the synth drums to add some cool kind of tonal elements to a drum kit, which is not normally have tonal elements. So then the second kit I play is the processed kit. And you can really hear how it sounds a lot, you know, more compressed, a lot tighter. It's also not as full across the spectrum, I believe. Yeah, there's filters going on in this one as well. So this is, that was just the preset called Drum Kit Dry. If you load up the files in the browser, we see that everything has its own separate instrument file. So this is what the file structure looks like. And there's the full drum kits, found sounds, metals, synth kits, wood, and then world percussion. So the first one was just drum kit dry, and then this one is drum kit processed. It's just loading up a preset. Nothing's really changed with this one, but you can hear the difference. Oh, I messed with that one. Oh yeah, it's only the snare now. You can hear it's a lot more trebly, has less bass, low end on it, but it's also a lot tighter with those snare hits, which is actually really good depending on what you really want to achieve in your track. You gotta love mango smoothies, everyone. Oh, hi Pete Checkley, my friend from Sample Library Review, my friend from my fellow composer, not just from Sample Library Review. How is everyone doing today? I haven't really read the comments. We're not doing giveaways just yet. So this was the processed drum kits. But again, I mean, it sounds different, but I really like it. And again, we have those like multiple. You can visually see how the wave files are different for each hit. So you get a lot of round robins on this, as well as dynamic layers, which I will explore the dynamic layers a bit later in the world percussion. Also, if you hit this heart right there, that key is now red. That means this is my favorite sound. That's a favorite, a tom. Whatever you will, excuse me, whatever things you save, it'll show up as a heart and show up red. So let's look at the Energizer real quick, how it alters that sound that we just heard. So that is processed very tight and punchy, but then the Energizer will take it over the edge and Gonna have to turn it down, but it adds that saturation, that compression to it. And this is good for sound design for trailers and stuff like that. Kind of a little bit like Heaviosity Damage, where it's mangled. Now let's explore the polisher on that same kit. Polisher, as you can tell, is a much more subtle effect. I think it's going to be more useful for, I think I just switched that contact window. Undo, load preset. It's going to be much more useful just for, again, polishing up the sound, for lack of a better term. That's what it's called. Gives like a more kind of production ready sheen. I haven't used either of these, but Energizer would be good for sound design, for mangled stuff, for really aggressive stuff. Even on a light touch, the Energizer is probably going to be too much if you want to achieve a natural sound. So it's going to be more for pushing it over the edge. And the Polisher is going to be more versatile and probably used more often because it can retain the natural sound of the drums. Let's check out the reverb real quick with the first kit as well, since that was a very dry kit. Yeah, so this was all programmed in, the rolls and stuff. That was just something I wanted to show again because of like the round robins and stuff. If we look at that there, you see I just have the dynamic layers kind of swell up. And we can even like slow this down and hear everything. Like those snare rolls do sound very, very good. When you alter the dynamics to have it be a bit more natural. See that kick? I should have altered it a bit. Here we go. See, just slight dynamic altering like that makes it sound more natural, instead of, because a drummer wouldn't be able to constantly hit the kick at the exact same velocity 3 times in a row. So yeah, that was just snare rolls and tom rolls, and this was just slowed it down. It was at 120. It kind of sounds good slower too. So let's check out the reverb here. Just turning on this, it says another hull. And then we're just going to turn it up a little bit. Oops. Did I not have global mode on? And you can hear, especially on the snare, how it rings out a bit more naturally. Though, of course, sometimes you want something very dry. There you can really hear how different the process kit is. Turn it back up to 120 where it was meant to be at. Now we go into the found sounds, which I really like. If we look at these, this is just found sounds container. It's just like these knocking sounds. There's nothing I love more than like textural percussion like this that just, it's abnormal. That's why I like recording guitar and just like knocking on the guitar, like tapping it with the pick, and you get these weird resonant percussive sounds that aren't an actual drum, you know? And it's always very fun to experiment with those. This one has a kind of that weird, it says Found Sounds Reservoir Watery. It has kind of a weird tonal frequency resonance there. These are just normal taps, but those ones sound a bit different. So here, using the Found Sounds, just creating kind of a textural percussion bed that could also be mixed over something else. And again, these are just very useful for pretty much any genre of music to expand the frequency spectrum of the whole track and add like kind of high-end top of the mix percussion, which is a bit unusual, but it adds unique textures and it really engages the listener, and they kind of also wonder what it is exactly making that noise. Like this stick type sound here. Then we go into the lower dynamics there. This one's just metal, but it's got a delay on it. So we get the kind of knocking sounds, metallic sounds, and then kind of a stick tapping sounds. All of these are the Found Sounds category in Drum Fury 2. Again, we can slow it down and all right, let's do our first giveaway. It is 3 o'clock. I know we were kind of running late today. So please don't type yet, but how our giveaways work, most of you already know. When I say go, when I type go into the chat, I want everyone to type one number, just one number, between 1 and 1,000. Let everyone type their numbers for a bit, and we'll randomly generate a number. Whoever is closest to our randomly generated number will win a $50 gift card to Audio Plugin Deals. So, I'm going to type the rules, and then we can get set. All right, type away. Giveaway number 1 is underway. While I enjoy my mango smoothie, gotta love Panera Bread. I'm in the upstairs room again, in the guest bedroom jam room. I've got a new nylon guitar, everybody. My first nylon string guitar, right over there. It's a nice cozy room up here. I've got everything crammed on the bed, my MIDI keyboard, or my synth, but the bass station 2, which I use as my portable MIDI keyboard. So hope everyone else is enjoying the Friday. Sasha, Savin, only type one number. You're typing more than once. That means you won't win. That goes for everyone. Only type one number, because when you type multiple ones, then we can't count you. So I think after Drum Fury 2, we're going to check out the Karani Sounds bundle. Abstract Mallets. I'm very familiar with them. I do the walkthroughs for Mr. Karani very unique textural abstract libraries, of course, abstract mallets. But I also did a track with those yesterday, so while it's still fresh in my mind, I want to kind of go over it with everyone here, and we can also appreciate the instruments just like we are with Drum Fury and kind of go into detail about them. All right, so finish typing up your numbers. I think probably everyone's probably had a chance to type one. So we're winding it up now for the first giveaway. All right, so let's go here. Random number generator. Maximum 1000, minimum 1. 355 is our first number. Let's take a peek, see. So we have a few that are pretty close. Savin, you would have won, but you typed more than once, so sorry. You typed like 3 or 4 numbers. No, you typed the same one twice and then you typed another one, so still can't count it. I do think it was Mr. Arfo is 20 off. But then we have 344. Did he type once? I think so. I think that's it. Oop, 357. Jim, you have won. You have won, sir. Yes, you did. You won. So, I'm going to type the email address for you. All right, Jim. So, you saw the message support@audioplugin.deals. It's typed out there for you. You can just highlight that, copy and paste it, and you will get a $50 gift card to Audio Plugin Deals, and you can use it to get anything we're looking at today or anything in the shop. And there you go. So back to Drum Fury. We just looked at the found sounds. Next, I'm going to look at the solo world percussion, and this is where I explore the lower dynamics a bit. We're going to raise the tempo back up to how it was originally, and we're going to listen to these ethnic drums, world percussion, which are soloists. I've got some reverb on all of these, just the built-in reverb. But I wanted to explore the lower dynamics because they do sound very good and very detailed and intimate. So we have 4 giveaways in every stream. We have 3 remaining. So no worries. Let's go on to the world percussion here for Drum Fury 2. Sample Logic Drum Fury 2. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Motherfucker. My bad, guys. So we're looking at the world percussion. But as I was saying to myself, as I was talking to myself, fucking, I was saying that there's a roll, you heard me play it, the roll articulation here. When I was just saying it gives it a really nice human feel when everything's not just single hits, fully quantized, you know, and it gives it that slightly more natural performance. And that roll right there is part of the frame drums. So again, nice stuff there. Now we stack them all together and you get a more powerful sound, but still it's intimated soloists. Now we go on to the ensembles. So here's the ethnic ensembles. We're going to put in some metals as well. Some metals and wood kits here. So here's the woods followed by the metals. Then we'll stack them all together. So, you know, you get, again, the woods are going to give you those nice textures. And when they're lower dynamics, they're a lot more, you know, subtle. But I love sounds like that. And then also two unique things here. We're going to look at these trash can rolls, which are just... So they have a long attack. They have, before they hit, they have kind of a little wind up there. And then we're going to look at the dole effects, which is all rolls and some really cool stuff there. So let's listen to just those because those are the kind of unique ones, and then we'll listen to all the stacks of the ensemble drums. We also have one that's processed I want to look at. So you hear those kind of, those rolls and those trash can rolls and the dole. Just gives it a nice, again, a human touch. And then this one uses ensembles that have been processed. I've put filters on them so that they're just kind of, you can't even really tell they were once world percussion, because they kind of sound metallic, but I processed the hell out of them just to add them on the top. So oops. So here's the whole thing, the ensembles with all of that other stuff, and it kind of stacks up together and gives us a more powerful sound. So that final one with the metals and everything just kind of going all out. Let's slow it down a bit and listen to that again, since it is fairly fast. Just kind of a weird medley of all the different ones there with the metals and everything. Okay, now we're going to go into the synth kits, which are very weird. Dunban says, Bon says, hope audio plugin Pooch is having a good day. She's out on her walk right now. It's the reverb. So let me answer the questions here. How does this differ from Drum Fury 1 in terms of instruments content? So Drum Fury 1 has those more traditional, so, you know, Drum Fury 1 has taiko ensembles, it's got tom ensembles, it's got a lot of ensembles of what we would consider epic orchestral, even though taikos are Japanese drums. These are the most commonly used, like Hans Zimmer used taikos in all the action scores. So Drum Fury 2 is more of a additional content to that. The drum kit is new, and also the world percussion ensembles. You get more unique drums that you don't normally get, and you get more soloists as well. You don't get the kind of most widely used, such as taikos and toms, but you do get, you know, just more content, same interface with some slightly new features. And if you want to see the actual instrument names, I think the biggest new things are the drum kit that with the crash snare and everything, synth kits, which are more, you know, can be mangled and processed for trailers. We have the woods, metals, found sounds, and then the world percussion. So by all means, Drum Fury 2 is a bit more niche, and it just has a lot more additional content, but again, it's not going to have the standard taikos and toms that we most often hear in those big cinematic blockbusters. So I would say it's more niche, and a little bit more focused in that it includes these kind of unique instruments. Are all those one-shots triggered by the software with different articulations, or are these loops? You mean like the hits, or I think what you're referring to is like these, which are, these are pre-recorded right there. You can see the wave file. So those are not, those are, you know, recorded by a human in the studio and then simply put there. So it's not, it won't loop, but it is a long wave file. It's not individual. I'm not taking one shots or single hits in my DAW and programming it to do that. It's all part of the performance. And the reverb is not, I have no plugins on here except the Ozone just standard limiter. No EQ curve or anything, just Ozone elements. So there's pretty much just very basic. And there's no reverb here. You can see all of my inserts here and my sends, no reverb. Everything is from the library itself. And you can make it completely dry. I did put the reverb here just to make it a bit more cinematic, but for instance, you can turn that completely off. That one still has some roominess, but you can hear how I turned it up. Most of the ensembles will have a little bit of roominess like that, but it's a lot more dry when I turn the reverb off. I just added it here to make it a bit more cinematic. Okay. I think that was only questions. And you hear just by stacking little layers like this how it adds a lot, even though they're all still quiet. Sometimes, you know, myself included, I like to overdo things when you're going for really epic. Sometimes layering something on the low end, and then, for instance, like this process kit right here, that has absolutely no bass to it. So I use kind of the natural bass from the low end of the other ones. And you can hear it fills out the spectrum nicely, but with that really processed high layer, which is compressed to hell, it adds a more of a smack to it. So it's just little things are fun to learn how to stack for those really big epic percussion stuff. Now I want to go to the synth kits, which are very, very cool. So these are more tonal in nature. The synth kits are going to be very good for trailers. They had a little bit of this in Drum Fury 1, but here there's a lot more synth kits. And they're really, really cool. And especially with kind of keeping with a lot of Sample Logic stuff as electronics and stuff like that. Excuse me. So let's check out the synth kits, which have a more tonal feel, very electronic, very modern. So that just takes everything in a totally new direction with these synth kits. Some of the synth kits are more, like this is just kind of... just kind of noises and fills and stuff, but some of the synth kits do have very obvious kick and snare, but they're going to be processed and mangled and sometimes tonal. So I want to take a look here at this kit. Something, because it just said my broadcaster thing had to reconnect. So I want to make sure. I think so. I don't see anyone typing anything though. But I'm just gonna keep going. Okay, there we go. It said my broadcast studio reconnected, so I thought maybe I went out. Okay, so synth kits, here we are. As you can see, very processed, very aggressive and modern. And what I did with one of these was use the stretch function. So that I can get a more tonal sound, which what started as this kit, which would be like this. I took that weird sounding thing right there and I stretched it so that I could get more tonal options and make it sound like this. And then combine with everything else. Adding the ethnic percussion to that gives it a really nice feel. And then you get like a ding from a microwave at the end. So that was Drum Fury 2. A nice in-depth look at everything there. Let's open something else up. Yeah, I looked at the actual thing and it said it was fine, and then OBS said it was reconnected, but it still said it was streaming. So OBS is the open broadcaster studio that I use to stream to you guys. Device 40. All right, so what we're gonna look at now, we'll do another giveaway. Mark, I'll check. Hold on. I just asked, so we'll see. How much is it on APD right now? 70 bucks. All right, let's look at, so I asked them if they get back to me, I'll let you know. What the fuck is OBS? I just told you. Open Broadcaster Studio is what it's what everyone uses to stream. It's all good. It's just funny. Because, like, I was explaining it, one person was like, duh, everyone uses OBS. And you're like, what the fuck is OBS? So no, the answer is no, Mark. No, there won't be. That offer is only available via sample logic for existing Drum Fury owners. So I guess it doesn't apply if you bought it to through APD. Okay, let's go on to the Budapest Abstract Marimba. Here, this is what OBS is. It's an infinite series of me talking, and then you add your windows. So I say, hi everybody, look at this. What the fuck is going on? So that's what OBS is. You rearrange your windows so you can look like that. Yay. Okay. We're done with that. Yes, it is Inception. Okay. Budapest Abstract. Mallets. We're going to start with the vibraphones and the marimbas. So these libraries have, they do have, you know, just natural vibraphone, natural marimbas, but they are made for more abstract sounds, surprisingly. So the natural samples are very good, but of course they're going to be more for abstract, kind of crazy, experimental cinematic. Cole? Someone's calling for Cole, our doggy, our schmoopy poochie. So, abstract mallets. Wait a second. Someone asked, where's the cute dog? You better be talking about both my dogs, because they're both cute. If you're talking about Marley, the golden one, they were out on a walk. They're back now. I think I might go on another walk with them after this. But I was talking about Cole. Sarah was yelling at Cole. I think he was doing something downstairs. Um yes, this is both of the libraries that I've looked at so far only for Contact full version. Let's do our giveaway too. And then we will look at more at the abstract mallets. So I'm going to type our giveaway, I'm going to say and type our giveaway instructions again, though most of you already know. If you're new and you just popped in, we're going to do a giveaway for $50 gift card. Now, how this works is I would ask you to please, when I say go, type one number between 1 and 1,000 into the chat here, and then whoever hits closest to our randomly generated number will win a $50 gift card. All right, commence, type away. Andreas, you're fine. Even though I didn't say go, I see your number there. And then we're going to look more at the abstract mallets. I'm looking at these two first because I made both these tracks yesterday, so Still very fresh on what I did and how I got the sounds and everything. But yeah, I do really like these. I'm totally biased, guys. I do the official walkthroughs for this guy. But really they're very fun libraries. I the first Budapest Abstract Marimba, I did that. He sent over the instrument, and I had just gotten the Spitfire Percussion Swarm, which is, I use it mostly for like the mallet-like instruments and stuff. And then the marimbas had a very similar type sound, but it was a bit more experimental and ambient, because when you listen to these marimbas especially, I absolutely love that. It's very delicate and very ambient, but it's totally natural. You can tell there's a natural marimba playing that, and it just has a little, some space to it and stuff. And then the soundscapes are also very good as well. So you can hear the marimbas there. Very, just kind of rolls or and bows. They bow the, excuse me, they bow the vibraphone, the metal keys of the vibraphone. Gotta let it ride. Alright, so we're gonna wrap up typing. Everyone get your numbers in. 3. Go, go, go. 2. Last call. Go, 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 go. 1. Oh, you missed it. Alright, so let's take a look at... I want to go to my window, capture, up, up. This one. There we go. That's not the number, that's the last number. 1, 2, 3. What the? 123 is our number. Oh, now you can see my control room. See, this is what it says. Warning, please check the video resolution. The current resolution is 1920 by 970. I don't know why that would even be possible, because my screen is 1080. Anyway, what is going on here? So 123 is the number. And I'm looking. If you guys see who's closest and want to do math. Oh, 120. Uh-huh. Oops. Just trying to paste it. Was there a question I missed? Because someone just answered something. Oh, okay. I already own the marimbas. Is there a way to get a reduced sale price? Les answered that. No, I've already asked APD about that in Kranyi. Yeah, I wasn't completely sure. I did reply. So someone asked that, and I did reply, but I said I wasn't sure. I replied on a different video. All right, so Mikai, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but please email this address that I'm typing now, support@audioplugin.deals. There you go. So just copy and paste that address or type it into your email and send them, tell them you, okay, tell them you won. So Zed, the vibraphone just came out 2 days ago. The intro price for the bundle is the same as the intro price for just the marimbas when it was launched. So I think it is just him trying to, you know, get more. So what I'm saying is, even if you already own the marimbas, the intro price for both of them is the same as the intro price for just the marimbas. So there you have it. You're not paying any extra. It's a deal that he wants, you know, people to get both the instruments, but it is the same price. You're not wasting any money if you jump on the bundle, since it is the same intro price as just one of them. Just some clarification. Okay, let's go on. So yeah, this one I did use like some of the short notes here. So the cool thing about this is it has multiple. It's got a FM vibrato on it. There's just normal fast vibrato. These are the long notes, of course. My key. So the mallets themselves do sound very good, very natural. You can get a kind of a spacious mix, or you can get an up close and dry mix. So the controls here, the vibrato, this controls the amount of brush sound. So when you turn the brush up, maybe use the dead notes, you can get a very percussive sound with it. And then this one right here, Vibes Mix, this little slider, kind of like the graphic is showing you, this is going to be very more up close. This is going to sit further back in the room. You can hear it slightly, you know, there's more width to it there. So that's going to be, if you want to use these in an orchestral setting, like, you know, me, I'm doing the orchestral music mostly, you could absolutely use these as your orchestral vibraphones. You could put the mix all the way back, either add the reverb in here or use, you know, your default convolution and algorithmic room reverb inside of your DAW to match it to the same reverb that you use for your rest of your samples. But it's pretty cool. And then here's this sound with a delay. And you can hear that brush sound in there. It's got that harder attack, but I really like, you know, these samples for the more ambient, spacey stuff, and the soundscapes are very, very good as well. The vibraphone soundscapes are going to be more, obviously more metallic. They sometimes bow the instrument. You can hear that. I think this first one here is a bowed. No, that's a soundscape, but you can hear the resonance there. As they're bowing the metal of the vibraphone keys. And then the marimba is going to be I feel like those are more natural just because they're, they're woody as opposed to metallic, and the vibraphones are a bit more abstract simply with the soundscapes. But you can hear the differences here between the just the soundscapes as well. You can hear very subtly in the background the marimba being struck with the mallet just kind of intermittently, and it gives it that natural texture to it instead of being just purely synth. So we'll check this out again. Just kind of appreciate that we get synth sounds, natural soundscapes with bowed sounds and tremolo marimbas and stuff, as well as the short notes, which can be very natural or they can be very... Here's very natural with a little bit of reverb. A lot of reverb, but really, really nice sounding samples there. And then when we add the delay into it, which I did use a third-party plugin, the Action Delay from Noise Ash, which was one I got from one of our deals, and then you can get in some really spacey, crazy territory. I want to highlight this one specifically because it is a vibraphone and it hits, but then you get the pad. Here it's louder. So we get that vibraphone hit, but then it rings out as a pad. So you get the kind of synth sounds and the vibraphone sounds in one. Now just the marimbas now, no vibraphones. So very nice stuff there, where kind of cinematic orchestral meets electronic ambient. Very cool stuff. All right, let's do giveaway 3. All right, enjoy your meeting, Dave. And yes, I'm using OBS. All right, giveaway number 3. When I say go, please type one number between 1 and 1,000 here into the chat. All right, giveaway 3 has commenced, everybody. So, also next up, what we're gonna have time to look at 1, maybe 2 more if we go quickly. Is there one you guys want to see? Also, if we don't have time for anything, there's videos on every single one of these. I've got videos on. Yeah. Just making sure that I have the videos for those. They're all up online or on the deal page. Yeah, I have a video on Omni drums. I should have them on my hard drive as well. Pad therapy. That's not a deal right now. Oh, we do have it in the shop. All right, so I think everyone's had the chance to type. We're going to wrap this one up. The delay I was using, Michael, was Noise Ash Action Delay. This is honestly my favorite one. It was one that we had on a deal, and you guys know me. I do so many like limiters and compressors and delays here. Um, there's very few that I continue using, and Action Delay is one of them, and another one is the Acon Digital Mastering Suite. I use that on my desktop. I have that. That's my go-to limiter on my desktop. Right now, I'm just using the stock Studio One. But Noise Action Delay, honestly, I really I really love this plugin because it has dual delays and everything. It's really cool. So that's what that one is. Oh, will you ever have an all-store sale? We definitely will. I don't know when. Um, Impact Soundworks stuff. Yeah. Let me let me just finish this up. Let's see what we have in the store. So giveaway's over, everyone. I will announce the winner in a second. Multitasking here. Still paying it off. So yeah, we will Dan Hall, I missed out because I was dealing with family loss. I'm sorry for your loss. But don't worry about missing out on sales. Life is more important, guys. But absolutely, I mean, we do. It's something that we've done in recent years, months, where we will have like a full store-wide sale. So it's probably going to happen again. I can tell you that. Um, okay, let's look at our number and then I'll look at the Impact Soundworks stuff. Window capture. There we go. Again, that's the last number. For this number is 629. So let's look for our winner. Yeah, Black Friday is always fun for me. You know, we always have like the different themes. I think one week, I know one time I wore the Stranger Things. It was like the Christmas sweater. I had a Stranger Things Christmas sweater and like fucking Christmas tree lights around my neck, like flashing lights and a big and a big Christmas Santa hat type thing. And then I don't remember. I don't know if we did a theme for that. I did a Halloween type thing with the something. I have a lot of people that were close. So 629 was the winning number. And I think that would be 642 here. Oh, 614, where are you? So 29 to 642 is 13. And then 614 is 15 off. Am I right or am I retarded? Oh, I shouldn't say that. That's bad. Am I a math dummy? Yeah, so 642 is it. Testing grounds. Where'd you go? I just had it, now it's gone. Anyway, you know who you are. I know, it is something like he said it's so politically incorrect. It's right though, like that stuff we used to say like in school all the time. Like that's gay, that's retarded. It's like now we're adults and society has changed. It's like, really? I shouldn't say that. um but you know, we're all human. Um there you go. So, let's there someone had the question about Impact Soundworks stuff. I'm gonna wrap it up soon though, my back is really hurting. I got an injection in my lower back yesterday because of my back pain. That's one thing. I love working up here, but downstairs I have a sitting standing desk, so especially because I got that injection yesterday, it's a little sore. Um, so we do have the other deals in on the deal page, not in the shop. Let me go there. So we do have Omni Drum. We have a shitload of stuff right now. Omni Drums, which I do have a video on. So if you guys click here and we can go here and there we go. You'll get my lovely Hey everyone, Brian here with audio plugin deals once again. Does anyone ever else do stuff like this for a living where like you do the same thing over and over just with different products? You guys should hear my blooper reels when I mess up. I'm like, I'll just like start stuttering and be like, God fucking damn it. I'll say that out loud and then I'll just restart it. So we have Omni Drums, Instacord. Someone asked about that. That one's kind of complex to route. Not complex, but if you don't know anything about routing, but I go over that in the video as well. So again, we have videos for all of these. Abstract Mallets we looked at. Vocal Atmospheres Bundle has a nice video. Drum Fairy 2 we looked at. Spectrum 2 has an older video, and as well as the Edu Prado extended guitar bundle. That one's really nice, actually. So let's do our final giveaway, and then I'm going to go stretch and walk the Poochies again. Oh, lots of messages. So we do work with Impact Soundworks. I don't think Pedal Steel will be coming anytime soon. Like, we have a big Impact Soundworks bundle, but it's mostly their older libraries, which are still good. Also, interesting fact, Impact Soundworks is based here in Maryland. They're less than, I'd say they're about 45 minutes away from me. That's honestly something I want to do when I've been vaccinated, but once COVID is once things are more back to normal, I want to see if I can like do something for my own page, or I might even do it with audio plugin deals, like a little special thing where I can go and like look at their process or the offices or interview them or something, you know, something like that. I think it would be cool because they're only like 45 minutes away. The Ventus, those are all good libraries. Yo, I'm reading you. I'm reading like all these messages right now. Someone's like, I didn't think. I'm looking. Did I mess up? I don't know. Okay, okay. Everyone, I was confused because he was like, didn't enter, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So yeah, let's do our final giveaway. Now there's no more confusion with that. And then I'm going to go head out. Okay, Instacord video. So sometimes these things go to the very back. I'm going to show you real quick. So here's all the videos for that. Since mine was the most recently uploaded and I added it to our Instacord playlist, it's now at the very end. Here. But what I would recommend you do is to go here to our channel. Maybe it looks different for me because I'm logged in. Just go to videos and they'll be in order of upload. So as you can see, we have the vocal atmospheres right here. The Instacord is right here. There is Instacord for you. So they'll all be on our channel there. Let's do our final giveaway, and then I'm going to go get some exercise and enjoy the sunshine. Yesterday it was rainy. So everyone, please type only one number between 1 and 1000. This is our final giveaway, and you can go ahead and you might win a $50 gift card to Audio Plugin Deals, which you can use on any of our current deals. So I'm going to run down those as you guys are typing. Again, If you missed the stream, please feel free to rewatch and watch us have some fun and BS around. We have the ones we covered today in depth were Drum Fury 2 and Abstract Mallets from Karanye Sounds. We also have the Extended Guitar Bundle, which also has a video that I did. If you guys want to see that video, please just click on the product page and then hit this right here. Anything that with that siren and the audio plugin deals in the corner is a video I did. If you don't want to see me talk about it, I understand that too. And look at the other videos there. So Extended Guitar Bundle. Spectrum 2 is a spectral analyzer. Vocal Atmospheres Bundle, which is a wave file pack of vocals, which is actually very good. Instachord, which is a plugin that shows you chords and chord voicings and can help you with chord progressions. And it has pretty much every kind of chord imaginable, from the most obvious major and minor to minor sevenths, minor fifths, major. There's so many different variations that it actually can teach you a lot, just how to voice chords and play new chords, as well as Omni Drums, which is a very unique drum library. That was the next one I wanted to look at today, but we do not have enough time. So please check out these videos as well. And turn that off. Brian, how many plugins have you reviewed now? You know, the thing is, I have too much stuff to even use properly, and honestly, it just bogs me down when I'm trying to write, and I'm not even kidding. Like, first off, I do this full time, so I buy almost everything that you can imagine. I think I have every major brass strings library except a few exceptions as far as the major ones go. But then I get stuff from here, I get stuff from, I have a template. I have a template and I'm always adding to it. But templates actually slow me down more sometimes, and I like to just start from scratch for certain projects. Anyway, our last number, I just generated it, and that's what it is, 179. Michael, I don't keep track of them all because that would be so hard. I just have a few that I always use. I can tell you guys the ones I always use if you want. So the number's 179. Let's find our last one, and then we can discuss this a little bit before I go, because I'm always happy to talk samples with you guys. I try to talk samples with my real friends who are like, what the fuck are you talking about, you nerd? Okay. Wow, I think it was Mr. Oh, is Mark Thornton still here? Yes, you are. Mark Thornton. I got a reply from the owner of Sample Logic. That's a direct quote. He's not the best typer. Tell him to reach out to support at Sample Logic and they'll sort you out. For your question about the Drum Fury discount thing, email them. Yeah, Testing Grounds won again. That's why I was thinking. That's what I was thinking when I saw them. This number was 179 for our final number. Look at my bookshelf. It looks like it's falling over. Well, who are you going to donate it to? Testing Grounds is 140. He was closest. Nope, no painkillers for me. What I did yesterday is I got a steroid injection right into my... I'm not going to run it again. You said you donate it. So you need to pick someone. No, I'm kidding. Just we'll go with whoever was third. If you don't want it, you can totally win twice. Like that's that's something that's very possible. If you don't want it, I'll give it to the next person who was second closest. That's all. So up to you. So I guess we'll give it to, if you don't want it, we'll give it to, okay, we'll give it to this. Omar, you get it. Support at audio plugin dot deals. Right. So Omar, you get the last one. Congratulations, everyone who won. We're wrapping it up now. Any final sample questions? I really like the Edu Prado bundle as well, especially the harmonics. Those are really, really good. So someone asked me how do I keep track of all my samples? I don't. I have like 14 terabytes on my desktop. On this one I have 4, 5, 6. I only have 6.5 terabytes on this one, but it's still almost all the way full. It's just ridiculous. Yes, the acoustic samples bundle, we've done that a few times. Everyone really loves that one. And also, this is an important thing to note. Someone had specifically asked about the... I knew we did it a few times, so it's not uncommon for us to redo something. So the video game master said, I'm really loving the recent 4-guitar UVI bundle you did, which was the acoustic samples bundle. So that shows the power that you guys have, because someone specifically asked, like, can you please do that acoustic guitars, acoustic samples bundle again? And sure enough, you know, I read these things, I pass it on to people, and then like 2 weeks later we had the acoustic samples again. So what you guys request and want, especially if it's something we've done before, it's very likely that we are to cater to that, as sometimes we need to find deals. All right, so all giveaways are done. I got Saga from your store. I like that one as well. I did one on my own personal YouTube channel about that quite a long time ago. Can you do more Embertone products? Well, I'm taking note here. Ample Sounds. We've never done one with Ample Sounds. I've never known them to really do crazy deals with anyone except with their own website. Embertone, we've had the dulcimer, I think, only. Yeah, the mountain dulcimer. That's the video where I was like, had all talked in a southern accent at the beginning and shit. I like Ample Sounds a lot, though, David. I've gotten not three. I've gotten a bunch, 5 or 6 of their libraries that I've reviewed for sample library review. There's actually a new review coming out from me for their Juzheng, the Chinese plucked instrument. I just submitted that review like a week ago. It should be coming out on the site. Honestly, I've never even heard of Nomad Factory. Maybe I have. I don't know. We do a few with best service, especially with Eduardo Terralante. The new Vivum, we've done Vivum bundles. I'll talk to, and someone said Monster Sanctuary Toolkit since it was updated and re-released. If you bought it from if you bought that Simple Samples audio, you should have gotten an email with free update files, because that's what I got. Z XXX9. He said he bought a library from us. After he bought it, it was updated from the manufacturer, the developer. That's how I got that library too, was through the APD. I used the code just like you guys would to get it, and then I was emailed from Steven, the owner of the company. Not personally, I was emailed from his company that it was all updated, and he emailed out free update files. UVI is a developer of the sampler. They also developed their instruments, but Acoustic Samples developed those instruments for the UVI workstation. So it's just like Spitfire developing audio samples for Contact. They are not the same. No, you can absolutely use that. I was told by the developer I couldn't use it. I use all my, well, I'm confused. I don't know what you're saying, but uh he released a 5.8.1 version in Contact 6. Okay. Well, I'm sure if you email him, then he would give you like the updated files. Good lord. All right, the suggestions are all it's a bit too much now. No, you're not going to get deals on everything. Desert Island libraries that I would have if I had nothing else, it would be the whole Cinematic Studio series, Cinematic Studio Strings, Brass, Woodwinds. As much as I don't like some of the instruments in it, the BBC Symphony Orchestra Core for percussion, harp, and the strings, then, oh my god, you guys, stop the suggestions. You're killing me. You're killing me now. Yeah, I have to go too. There's too much going on. I'm gonna go and get some exercise. I've had enough of you guys. I'm just kidding, but I'm gonna run. We'll talk more about this in a couple weeks, or just leave a comment on any of our videos, and I always reply to those as well. And we've done Sample Logic, Guitar Theory, and all that stuff. All right, see you guys. You're killing me with the suggestions. I'm gonna go have some fun, live my life. I hope you guys have a good weekend. Love you all. I'll see you in a couple weeks. Bye, guys.